Thank you for watching Behind the Scenes of Kondo Jibon, our new feature film. I'm Shahriar Rahman Shajib, this is Fathema Shahab Ruma, this is Zahed Sharif. The purpose of this video is to share with you our story of how we made this film.
All three of us had the same dream, the same goal. And I said, let's give it an early start.
So Ruma took the initiative and we started meeting, this was summer of 2006, we started meeting every Saturday. And we made a firm commitment and we were very strict on that. The three of us would meet and we would meet for a few hours at the park. We would jot down ideas for stories. We play a married man, okay, who has been more or less educated, went to college in this country. Maybe not high school, but definitely college he went to in this country. And the good thing that happened actually during this time was that Zahed came up with an idea for a story. It's a wonderful story. So looking back in retrospect, this film has been an amazing experience for me because we started off with one thing and we ended up with something far greater than we initially aimed for. Basically, the three of us met to make a short film. We ended up with a long feature. We were talking initially about a small crew, small cast, but we ended up having a huge ensemble cast of over 10 people acting in our film. Because originally it was that they were doing the Bangla Mela, which was related. Right. That was the scene, so that's going to change.
আমাদের কোনো বাজেট ছিল না। আমরা যখন কাজ শুরু করি, তো কোনো স্টার আর্টিস্টকে নিয়ে কাজ করা, কাউকে পে করা, it was all out of the question. So we got Shoika, we got Annie, we got Sham and Nazmul, a lot of other people. Jara, they just wanted to do it. We wanted to do it for fun, but we were more fortunate to find someone like Farooq Azam.
Zahed যখন প্রথম আমাকে প্রস্তাবটা দেয় যে ওরা একটা ছবি করবে, আমার বেশ কৌতূহল হলো। কিন্তু আবার যখন এদের পুরো গ্রুপটার সাথে আমার দেখা হলো, রুমা, শাহরিয়ার, শৌকত, আরো যারা অন্যান্য কুশলীক ছিল, পেশাগতভাবে আমি নিজে অভিনেতা না, সাইকিয়াট্রিস্ট, কিন্তু এদের সাথে কাজ করতে করতে আমার ওদের প্রতি একটা সমীহ হয়ে গেল। দেখলাম এরা প্রচণ্ড সিনসিয়ার, প্রচণ্ড পরিশ্রম করছে এবং ওরা যা করছে তা ওরা বিশ্বাস করছে। তাই যেটা প্রথমে সন্দেহ ছিল সেটা পরিণত হলো সমীহতে।
Again, finding Ian was a miracle too. Even though আমরা তিনজনই direction, production and সবকিছুতে involved ছিলাম, but mostly producing partটা আমার department ছিল. So organizing the whole team, getting the actors, scheduling everything আমার দায়িত্ব ছিল. So it was stressful, but it was so rewarding.
Initially, in fact, to keep ourselves limited, we took these Dogma 95 vows, which those of you who aren't familiar with that movement, they believed a group of Dutch filmmakers back in 1995 decided that they were going to only make films using limited resources, no professional camera, no professional lights. And that's what we wanted to do. And even when we were making this film, we got a lot of support from people who wanted us to loan their professional cameras and professional lights, but we didn't take that support because this was a limitation that we wanted to keep with ourselves. We wanted, even the actors, most of the actors were not professional actors.
The directors were very helpful and making me play my role well. Shapna is a character who has very strong emotional conflicts throughout the whole film. She loves her dad. She's a very successful girl.
Keep your theories to yourself.
It was a very strong emotional character, Shapla character. In the whole movie, আমরা দেখি যে Shapla is very confused যে সে কি তার নিজের কথা শুনবে নাকি তার বাবার কথা শুনবে.
Surprisingly, there weren't many technical issues with it. There were some sound issues, but that's because we didn't have a boom pole. We used our arm as a boom pole. There's many funny stories like that on set. And we had only 2 lights that we used to shoot the entire film, which is something that any person I tell this, non-professional, professional, they are shocked to see that we shot the entire film using only 2 lights, and they weren't even film lights; they were construction lights. we had no professional camera. We had to borrow people's cameras, and we ended up using 5 different amateur cameras, really. We didn't have a computer to edit it on. You know, I had to borrow my friend's laptop initially, and then I had to go to another friend's computer, and I went to his home to edit it, and then finally was moved to a desktop machine, and then eventually I bought a computer and then moved it over there.
Can we shorten it, or is it because of the music that we cannot shorten it?
There was some kind of reason, because I remember I tried to shorten it as much as I can.
In terms of casting, definitely, I would say that I can't think of anyone better to play those roles, those 4 roles. So we were lucky in that way.
As a film, it's my first film. Definitely, it's my first film, and you know, everybody loves to sleep, and I love to sleep too, you know. And at the set, there is a section like, Shapla, so-called ending. The lighting and all this thing, it took so many times that I really fall asleep. That was, Ruma and that probably Shajib got it in editing, and that's exactly why I guess it came so real. You know, and I'm sure.
Now, one other thing I wanted to mention, which is, we were quick to overlook this, but initially we had a target that we were going to make the film within 3 months.
Yeah.
And as a result of which, believe it or not, that entire script was written in 2 weeks' time. And as a matter of fact, we started the shooting without having certain portions of certain scenes without even finished.
Right.
And we were practically, and we have this, because of our Dogma 95 restrictions, we had the actors actually improvise most of the lines. And during the auditioning process, when we were auditioning Shoykot and Annie, we actually had them improvise parts. We would tell them that, okay, this is what the scene is, this is what the objective is, what would you say naturally? And during these improvisations, we would, we compiled basically the script. We wrote the script out of those sessions.
Yeah, do that. Right now!
It's the actors' work. In a sense, we're writers of those scenes.
Good, how about you? Okay, sure.
The film, believe it or not, was shot in 8 weeks' time, and we shot only on the weekends. What makes it even more hard to believe is the fact that the script had 54 scenes in it. So as a result, it was a very, very complex operation. Like, I remember in one day we shot 7 scenes. Certain days we had to break up into 2 units because we have 3 directors on set. We were able to do that. It's just so funny how it turns out this way. The story of the film, the theme of the film, is about struggle and the meaning of pursuing your dream. What does it mean to pursue your dream, and what does it mean to have your dream broken? And in a sense, we were kind of going through that experience making this film, because making this film was a huge struggle for us. Quite honestly, it was
Absolutely.
really. And there were times that people have been asking us, why is it taking 2 years to finish the film? Well, there's a story behind that, and to me that story is even more interesting than the film.
So all in all, it was a building stone, stepping stone for us, and it just says that we can do it, we will do it, and we will be back. It will be smoother, nicer, and better if you give us good words.
As great as this experience has been making this film, really, this film or any other story, if it doesn't get the proper support from the community, then the story is never seen. So, I encourage everybody who's watching this to really support their storytellers, their writers, their filmmakers, because these are the people who bring beauty into our world.